Hi, this is Kelly from Freebie Finding Mom, and this morning I'm going to make a pumpkin spice puppy chow. You may be familiar with traditional puppy chow, or also known as Muddy Buddies, but today we're going to make a different variation that's perfect for Thanksgiving and for the fall season. So like I say, it's called Pumpkin Spice Puppy Chow, and it just uses a few different ingredients, one being pumpkin spice melting chocolates and fall flavored M&Ms. So there's a couple reasons I want to make this. One is because, like I said, it's perfect for the fall and for Thanksgiving, but also because it's really, now's a good time to make it because it's going to be kind of inexpensive because some of your ingredients are already marked down because Halloween is over. And I'll tell you what I mean. For instance, these pumpkin spice melting chocolates, I was able to pick up at my Michael's store for, let me get my receipt, for just 59 cents. Traditionally, they are $2.99, but I went the day after Halloween and they were already marked down to just 59 cents. So I encourage you to, if you haven't already done so, pick up any pumpkin or Halloween, but especially pumpkin items that have already been marked down at your either grocery store or craft stores. Now's a great time to get some deals. The other item that I got a good deal on is the fall flavored M&Ms. These M&Ms were $2.50 at my store regular price, but then like I say, I bought them at my grocery store the day after Halloween and was able to get them for $1. Literally, they were marked down $1.50 off, so they were just $1. So like I said, not only is this pumpkin spice puppy chow recipe great for now and going into Thanksgiving, but also because the ingredients are marked down since I waited till literally the day after Halloween. So it's also just a great frugal recipe too to consider making. With that being said, we're going to go ahead and get started making our pumpkin spice puppy chow. Now I will say I've never made this variation yet, but I've made traditional puppy chow many, many times. Not recently, but I have made it many times. If you want, you can go ahead and head to Freebie Finding Mom now because this morning I made this recipe live. It should be the first one on the homepage on Freebie Finding Mom. But otherwise, stay tuned and keep watching this video because I think it'll be helpful. The first thing we're going to do is take our small bowl and we're going to melt our melting chocolates. I will say though, if my store, like I said, I went the morning after Halloween, my store had quite a few of these pumpkin spice melting chocolates left. But if your store doesn't, you can still make this recipe. You would just use, I would say use like a white melting chocolate and then add pumpkin spice flavoring. You could still get, you know, the pumpkin spice flavor. It probably wouldn't be as strong, but it definitely would still work. So with that said, we're gonna go ahead and dump, and this is just a standard 10-ounce bag of I bought the Wilton melting chocolates, but you go ahead with what you prefer. And we're just gonna put that in our microwave for about 4 to 5 minutes, but we're gonna stir it about every 30 seconds just to make sure that we're not overcooking it. So I'll be right back. Oh, they smell so good. All right, while that is in the melting process, we're gonna go ahead and pour some of our cereal into our bowl. We need, I believe, 6 cups, right? Yep, 6 cups. Now the recipe says rice Chex. I just chose corn Chex when I picked this up at the store. To be honest with you, I don't notice a big difference in flavor at all, but you pick whatever you prefer. And for those of you who are trying to be gluten-free, I love that so many cereals now are gluten-free, like Cheerios and now Chex cereal are now gluten-free. So there's just so many more options for us now. Check and stir. Sorry, I'm gonna have to step away. All right, we're already starting. All right, move this out of the way. All right, so if you're just coming in, we are making a pumpkin spice puppy chow, and I'm now going to pour 6 cups into my bowl. Just 2 of our, like I said, I'm using a corn Chex, but you can also use a rice Chex, whatever you prefer. And we're also melting our chocolates in our microwave right now too. There's 4, and I'm going to stir my chocolate right back. do a couple more here. Sorry, I'm just having to step away because every 30 seconds I'm stirring my melting chocolates, which are in the microwave. And there's 6 cups. Love this recipe. You know, I used to eat the standard recipe when I was in college. My mom would make it for me sometimes in college, and it just didn't last very long. Once I get started, it's like, this recipe for me is like, once I get started eating it, it's just I can't stop until I've literally don't look at it anymore. All right, let's grab our, we've had this in about 1.5 minutes. Oh, it's melting nicely. It smells so good. So we're now almost at 2 minutes in the microwave. It smells, just to give you an idea, like I said, it's just it's pumpkin spice, right? So it smells, you know, it has some spice to it. And like I said, if you use the white melting chocolates, it would still, I think, along with adding some pumpkin spice, it would still taste, you know, have that fall flavor, have the spice flavor. But I really hope you can find the pumpkin spice melting chocolates, because they really, I think, make such a difference in this recipe. It just makes it just a much stronger spice flavor. So my melting chocolates have been in the microwave. This is going on 2.5 minutes. I know the recipe says 4 to 5. You know your microwave best, so just keep watching it and do what's best for your microwave. Everybody cooks differently and faster or slower and what have you. Smells so much like fall. Okay, I like this consistency a lot, actually. And this was about 2.5 minutes. So about yeah, you can see that, right? Yeah, you can see the bow. Okay, about 2.5 minutes. So what we're gonna do after we've melted that, pour your pumpkin spice chocolate over your cereal and then mix it carefully and well so that every piece is covered. So we're just gonna pour this chocolate, yum, over our cereal. And I'm gonna grab a hot pad because that is warm. It smells so good. You know, the flavor, like as it's been melting, it just is even stronger. And by the way, if you're not able to find the pumpkin spice chocolates, or you know, you want to maybe make this for another holiday, this recipe can easily be adapted to most any holiday, to be honest with you, because I know for, I've seen different variations for Christmas. For instance, consider making, like using a white chocolate and then, using a white chocolate and then either using like peppermint flavoring, or what I saw, which I really want to try sometime, is crushing up candy canes and putting them in as well to give it more, you know, a stronger peppermint flavor for Christmas. So now we're coating our cereal. Oh, it smells so good. This is really a great fall recipe. And if you wanted to, obviously it's a little late now with Halloween being over, you could easily have done this for like in little gift bags for Halloween for trick-or-treaters. And I will see once we're done with this if my little taste tester wants to come down. I asked him this morning if he wanted to help me make it, and at first he said yes, and then he said, no, it's probably too much work, he said. So, okay. And then I asked if he wanted to be my taste tester, and he said yes. So, I know where his priorities are, and that's okay. Making this with me is not more fun than probably watching videos or cartoons this morning. smells so good. Oh, this is really coming together nicely. But like I was saying, you could easily make this for Christmas using, like I said, crushed candy canes or just some kind of a peppermint flavoring. I've also seen different variations for things like Valentine's Day, because you can use like, and so for Christmas, obviously you buy like the red and green M&Ms. And then for Valentine's Day, this is gonna be so good. And then for Valentine's Day, you could do the red and pink. I think white might be in there too. Red and pink M&Ms, and then you could leave it just a traditional recipe, or consider adding, you know what would be kind of fun, is like a cinnamon flavoring. That might be a nice idea for Valentine's Day. All right, I think we're pretty well coated here. So all that's in this bowl is 6 cups of the Chex cereal. And I use corn Chex again, but you're welcome to use rice Chex. I believe that's what the recipe actually called for, was rice Chex. Also, we just take a 10-ounce bag of pumpkin spice melting chocolates. And now we've coated our cereal well. And then we're going to pour in 1.5 cups of powdered sugar into just a freezer bag right here, and that's where we're going to do the fun part, the shaking. All right, move this out of the way. 1.5 cups, right? Yes, 1.5 cups. Cannot wait to taste this. Like I said, I've never actually made this variation, but I've made traditional puppy chow many, many times. You know, one that I really want to try, and I might actually make it and then put it on the blog too, is I really want to do, I'm a mint fan. I like most anything like Girl Scout Thin Mints and that kind of thing. So I really want to try a mint variation of puppy chow. I think that would be good. I really want to do that. There's just so many different ways to make it. Get my melting chocolate off my measuring cup here. I'd love to know in the comments if you've, I'd love if you would share any other variations of puppy chow, or like I said, it's also called Muddy Buddies, that you've tried, and what are some of your favorites. I really, you know what I might do in the future? I might do, I'm just gonna put that on top of that. I might do like a summary of the different types of puppy chow, and share a bunch of different recipes. So like I say, like if you want to make it for different holidays or just for fun, I might see how many different variations I can find. I'd love it, like I say, if you have any others of your own, share them, and that would inspire me to maybe make some more recipes. The first time I ever heard of this, I literally thought it was puppy chow. That's a cup. And I was like, why are people eating dog food? I really didn't get it. But of course, I quickly realized it tasted incredible. So I will gladly eat this. Like I say, my mom would sometimes make this for me when I was in college. And, you know, I have a very big sweet tooth. And this is one of those things that once I get started eating, I couldn't stop until it's like, okay, I don't want to see any more of it. I've eaten enough. So it is, basically what I'm saying, it is highly addicting. In a good way. And there's no better time to make it than the holidays, when you're kind of allowed to eat like that. Put a little bit more, because I think I was a little short on my measuring. And what's wrong with a little extra powdered sugar, right? Great, especially now. Okay, we've got about 1.5 cups of powdered sugar in our bag here. Get this out of the way. Okay. And then once we add the powdered sugar in our freezer bag, we're going to just add our chocolate covered cereal in there, and then seal it and shake it. Just to give you an idea, I wish you could really smell this flavor. It's just a nice light spice flavor. It's not too overpowering, so if you're thinking, oh, I don't know, does it taste like pumpkin or does it smell like pumpkin? No. It smells more, like I say, like a little bit of a spice. Like a pumpkin spice. It's a little bit of a spice, but it's not too overpowering. That I think with the sweetness, with the powdered sugar, I can't wait to try it, but I'm sure it's going to be a yummy combination. And like I say, I love this for making around the holidays, because I'm not one who always loves a big dessert right after a big meal. Now don't get me wrong, I like a big dessert most any other time, and even the next day or several hours later. But right after a big meal, sometimes it's nice to just have something sweet. I'm one of those people that likes to have something sweet at the end of a meal. and have something sweet but yet not too heavy. Plus, like I said, if you're having a party, I like to have just different kind of snack things that people can munch on, you know, whether chit-chatting or having a drink or something. This is a great idea for that too. Just that. Oh, it smells good. Just a nice hint of spice. It's like a nice spiced candle. That's what it smells like. Let me see if I have any comments over here. All right, none yet. Like I said, if you would, please share any other versions of Puppy Chow that you have made. I would love to know them because I'm really seriously thinking about making a post for Freebie Finding Mom that'll have all the different variations of Puppy Chow that I can find. Like I said, I love it. I don't know anybody who doesn't enjoy this party mix. And now with the cereal being gluten-free, it's just even more options for a lot of people. So just to recap here, in this bag, why I shake, is a 10-ounce container that we melted of the melting chocolate. We used the pumpkin spice variation. And then also we have 6 cups of the Chex cereal. And then we also have 1.5 cups of our powdered sugar. So now we're just mixing together our chocolate-covered cereal with our powdered sugar. And then we will just, when this is all done, we'll just transfer it to a bowl and add our fall M&Ms. You know, I was worried because my grocery store doesn't always carry a lot of seasonal items for some reason. Probably because they're, you know, hard to get rid of sometimes. So I was worried that I wouldn't be able to find the fall M&Ms, but I was happy to see they still had a display of them. So I was able to still pick them up for this recipe. I have a feeling my taste tester is going to like this. Pumpkin spice. Probably pretty well covered, it looks like. And then of this M&M bag, we're only going to use about a cup of it. Just, like I said, just to add some nice color to our Puppy Chow. And, you know, kind of still give it that fall look. I think we've got these pretty covered. Let's go ahead and grab our serving bowl here. Pretty covered. I bet this one smells so good. Oh, it smells so good. Nicely covered. Nicely covered. Hope you can see that well. This was our Puppy Chow that is pumpkin spice flavored. And now we're just going to add our fall M&Ms. All right, we just need 1 cup of these fall M&Ms. And the remainder, I'm sure, will be eaten by my son or myself. How pretty. These fall M&Ms, I don't know if you've seen these before, but these fall M&Ms are really pretty. What a great idea, also just for cookies too. It's an easy way to make a recipe look more fallish by just adding a simple thing like fall colored M&Ms. I'm so happy that they come out with so many different variations now of M&Ms. So in here, we're just going to put our 1 cup of M&Ms. Give it a little bit of a shake, or I'll do a light stir perhaps. Oh, this looks pretty. You could add a little bit more if you wanted, but I don't think it's necessary. This is the right amount, I think. And there we go. I will give you a close-up here. I may add, truthfully, just a few more M&Ms. The recipe doesn't call for it, but kind of just eyeball it. I like to see more color, so I'll just add a few more. I'll save some for Ian. All right. There is my pumpkin spice puppy chow. Now I'm going to see if my taste tester is ready to give this a try. Is my taste tester ready to try? My taste tester ready? Yeah. All right, come on down. see if I can adjust. Thank you, buddy. All right, well, be careful. Let me see if I can pan over when my taste tester's on his way down. Come on down, sweetie. You can get the chair ready for you. I want you to tell everybody what you think, because you've never tried this, have you? I've never let you have it, so this is very real. Live on camera. Have a seat, have a stand up right here. See if you can see yourself in there. And you're gonna try one of these, not just the M&Ms, stand up. And you try one of these chocolate sugar cereals. Try one and tell everybody what you think. Look in the camera and tell people, you like it or not?
I do.
You do? Let me adjust the camera. I didn't comb your hair this morning. Okay. There, sweetie. All right, so you love it? What does it taste like? It's not a Skittle, buddy. It looks like a Skittle. It's an M&M. It's an M&M. Okay, so you like the M&Ms, don't you?
The chocolate.
The chocolate. So what does it taste like? Can you tell everybody what it tastes like? Does it taste like a pumpkin spice and chocolate? You tell everybody you want to try it?
I want to try them.
All right, thanks, sweetie. All right, until next time, I hope you give this pumpkin spice recipe a try.
Can I have one?
You can eat one of those. I know you like it, huh? All right, until next time, thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.